tell-alls. Was there something you wanted in there, another conversation, or maybe a guest that you were hoping would come that didn't come? What was something we didn't see?
Well, so Jabri's mom decided not to come. That would have been, that's an interesting dynamic that they have. And I would have liked to hear what she had to say about Jabri and Miona's relationship and how it has affected the relationship that she has with her son. So that is a conversation that I wish had happened, but she decided not to be there.
Yeah, that would have been, I think we all wanted to see that, right? She was so involved in the relationship. Shaun, when you were there and you're doing such a great job of kind of like keeping everybody calm and directing everybody. But you can obviously read people's body chemistry in that moment, like Shida and Bilal. I mean, it seemed like such a tense moment when his ex-wife came in. What for you was the tensest moment? Like which couple or which, conversation?
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. When Shida really like turned her back on Shahida.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, there's some shade going on there. I was like, what is going on? And I mean, because Shida is a very, you can tell that she's a very, I find her to be a very kind woman. I find her to be a very respectful woman in terms of others, her behavior towards others. And when she just literally turned her back on Shahida, I went, oh my gosh, something is going on here. And you can tell that there was a lot of tension in that relationship. At first, we thought they were going to be okay. I thought they were going to be okay. They're going to work this out. But yeah, something has really, really gone down between them, those two, that has deteriorated their relationship.
I agree. You could tell. I thought it was because, and sometimes on TV, things translate in different ways. So sometimes things that you think are really intense, like actually aren't. I think the Jabri and Bilal and Binny thing was probably more funny than, what it came off to us.
Yes.
But that moment was like really intense in the fact that, I mean, do you almost wish that you had more time? I know you have such limited time, even though it's a 2-part series. Do you wish you had more time with them? Because I felt the same way. Like there's something else that really happened here or something.
Yeah. And I always tell our audience that, we obviously, we tape the show for a much longer period than you actually see. So yeah, I was really digging in to what was going on between them, and Shida was really holding back, and Bilal did not. I think Bilal is, we'll see more of what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. I'm very curious. Yeah. And Bilal's a person I try to give a lot of grace to because I think, I don't know, maybe he's totally like what he came off as on the show, but I'm like, I really hope you're not this controlling and OCD, but maybe he is. I mean, he seems like such a great person as well, but he did come off as very, I don't know, talking down to her. And she just seemed to keep coming with a lot of patience and understanding.
Yes.
And, I've seen a lot on social media that they post that they're very connected.
Yeah. And Shida and Shahida seem like very different personalities to me.
Mm.
And so, I think we're going to, without giving away too much, we're going to hear more about their relationship very soon.
What for you, any couple on the stage that surprised you? Like, this season, Emily, right? Emily got a lot of crap. I want to live Emily's life. I wish my parents were taking care of me at 30. That'd be, I wouldn't leave either. Any couple that like, any couple you feel like maybe didn't deserve as much, like kind of heat on them?
Well, listen, I think all of the couples take a lot of heat. Let's see, who do we have? We have Bilal and Shida.
Yep.
We have Emily and Kobe,
Yep.
Jabri and Miona, Mohammed and Eve.
Yep.
We have
Patrick and Thais.
Patrick and
I know. I got a couple of questions, like more questions for you. I could talk for. Okay, let's talk Patrick and Thais. We're here. Okay, tell me. I mean, that was pretty shocking. He's talking to a woman. I mean, hooked up with a woman, basically, while, she's moving here. I mean, that was a pretty big reveal.
Yeah, that was a big reveal. And, Brother John added fuel to the fire. He was not helping at all. And then John and Jabri get into this back and forth. John kept calling Jabri Sparkles, okay, because of Jabri's, sparkly jacket. But John has a lot to say about his brother's relationship. And when it was revealed that Patrick had stepped out, I was surprised. Yes. I mean, there's always that, that moment when something like that is revealed, you go, oh my gosh, how is this couple going to get through this? How are they going to get through it? So, yeah, I was definitely surprised. Sarah,
all from both the tell-alls, not even from the season, but from the tell-alls, what was the most shocking moment for you?
Well, I got to tell you, Sarah, what was most shocking for me was not what happened during the taping of the show, but what happened after, when we found out that Mohammed was having this relationship with a woman, at least online. All these text messages and these DMs were revealed after we were filming. Now, if you had asked me, of all of the couples on our show, which one would have had this like side relationship going, I would not have guessed Mohammed. I mean, he at least appearance wise, when I saw him and Eve together, he, definitely seems like he was just really into the relationship. Although many people felt that he was controlling, he was telling her, here it is, an American woman, what she should wear, etc. But no one expected that he was stepping out and having this relationship with another woman. Now, we don't know if they got together in person, but when you read those text messages and those DMs, you got to think, it seems like they could have been together physically. So that was very shocking. And I felt horrible for Eve. Horrible. She really loves Mohammed. And, she was thinking that Mohammed is, going to, was the one or is the one. And maybe he still is for her. How she's dealing with this, on a private level, I just can't imagine.
Yeah, I know. And it was really shocking because Mohammed really came here and, on the show as a man of faith, and really spoke about that. And so I agree. I think when we all saw that, I was like, of all the couples, I did not expect that from him. I think even if you had seen, I guess Bilal would have been shocking too, but I mean that, I think you might expect it from Patrick. I think people would understand if Kobe did it, but for him to be so religious and have such a faith and then to be doing that was shocking. And I know, fast forwarding to now, their relationship, we're not really sure full status where everything is, but that was surprising.
Yeah, it really was. And as you said, he presents himself as this man of faith and high moral values, etc. And then to be carrying on this relationship with another woman, at least online and in DMs, text, whatnot, that was really surprising. When I found that out, I was like, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
I was shocked. That really shocked me.
Shaun, you're amazing. I really appreciate you doing this interview. Post tell-alls.